Okay. Let's see. Let's see just what he knows. And everything else.
Welcome, Agent Thornton.
Whoa.
This is the meeting I spoke of long ago in Saudi Arabia, I
Nice
believe.
chair.
I have much to share with you.
Is it about Halbeck?
A portion of it is yes. The rest concerns its partner, your Alpha Protocol program. But that will cost you.
I have plenty
I
of
don't
money.
have much more to give, Shahid. And I did spare your life before.
You know as well as I do. These events that Helbeck has set in motion, they are not well researched. They are conflicts. And then there are wars. What they have started, it is a fire that will sweep the globe.
I'm not here to negotiate, and you've actively participated in these events. I don't see why it matters to you.
When these events will make my country suffer more than it deserves, yes. And when
good
another
point.
may shoulder the rightful blame, again, yes.
Rightful blame.
Indeed. Are you prepared to betray your own country, Agent Thornton? When I speak of blame, it is the United States that is the one responsible for these events.
I think so.
I've come this far, and I'm already acting against its best intentions, apparently.
And you have no doubts on this?
No. After that missile nearly obliterated me in Saudi, it's easy to tell who your friends are and who needs to die.
Very well. You should know the Alpha Protocol you are under. It is designed for such abuse, and you are a victim of it.
I know, but I walked into it, and it's my job to fix it.
I see. But you have come for help, or simply to call a favor due. I have information that should be of use to you in hurting Helbeck. Accounts, transactions, and knowledge of their involvement with your program. And of course, the missile codes you asked for. Although I fail to see what use they are to you.
That's a start.
A start?
Yes. I need you to broadcast something for me. I have a suspicion that's going to cause quite a stir where I'm headed.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So, no new emails, right? Just making sure. Okay. That's it. There's only one thing left to do, and that is infiltrate Alpha Protocol. I hopefully, I can do this just the way I want to. Wish me luck. Surrender to Sean Darcy, allowing yourself to be captured by Alpha Protocol so they can take you to the grey box. From there you'll be on your own, so make sure you've settled all your affairs before you give yourself up. This is your last chance as a free man to take action. Okay, then here we go. Come on. Ah! So we can choose him as a handler. Definitely not C. Why is he in a bowling alley? Well, anyway. I think Albatross will be a good handler.
Did you take care of what you had to do?
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer.
Are you safe?
Probably safer than you. Mike, if this doesn't work...
Goodbye, Mina.
You can't just cut her off like that.
Mind if I sit here?
Go ahead. You'll save me from having to call in the squad.
Oh, look at those
All
suits.
done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
One of them looked like an agent from Matrix. Okay. It's going to take all your skill and probably a lot of firepower, but World War III is the cost if you don't succeed. You have allied with Albatross, who has tracked your location and is bringing in reinforcements. Contact him as soon as possible. Okay, everything's in place. Let's go. Location classified, eh? Not for much longer, I think.
So, here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It was a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
It was my duty. I wanted to serve my country. I want to serve my country.
Yep.
You think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission and I'll prove it.
Does it feel good being a patriot now, Mike? Looking back, everything you did for your country, was it worth it? Because they're not going to do a damn thing for you. They left you out to dry. That's the nature of this place. You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly.
It was worth it. I'm gonna see this mission through, Leyland. Henry. I'm gonna see you arrested for those people you killed and see that Halbeck answers for its crimes.
Really?
Count on it.
All right, Thornton. I think you misunderstand me. You see, I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to offer you a deal.
Aha!
I'm not giving up the film footage, see?
I don't care, Mike. That's a separate appointment in my calendar. Right now, we're discussing you and Halbeck.
What are you talking about?
If you stay here, it isn't going to turn out well for you.
True.
The best you could have hoped for was to be captured by Alpha Protocol. Then they can erase you, quietly. To me, that seems like a waste of talent.
Really?
Really? Do you know why I used you in the first place?
I'm all ears.
Because I recognize an asset when I see it. That's the reason Halbeck is where it is today.
Well, thanks.
And why our numbers are so high. It's also why Mr. Marburg chose to work for me. It's because I recognize value and I reward loyalty.
You're offering me a job.
Mike, you already work for me. I just like to make it official. We have an excellent insurance package.
What makes you think I'd even consider that?
Because you can't go back. You found out too much. You know where all the embarrassing little connections are. That makes you a good agent.
I know about your yellow shirt.
Me? I have a different perspective on the situation. I know what you did needed to be done to achieve results. It's a rare quality to find someone willing to think outside the box.
I still haven't heard your terms yet. And it sounds like you've made this offer before.
This was the same talk Marburg and I had a long time ago.
I would think
although
so.
I didn't know his agency connection when I hired him. You're a special case. I was able to recruit right from the source. So, a few things. One, you're going to be executed at worst, or at best, spend life in a CIA prison in Eastern Europe.
Well,
Two, this will be the last conversation you will have with another human being. And three, it really wasn't my fault that this whole situation happened, but I think you already recognize that.
I'm listening.
Mike, your government needed my contracts. They hired me to build this place, and worst of all, they created you.
Worst of all?
Yes, because when they create programs like this, there's no accountability. And when people never have to answer for the things they do.
People need to be protected. Sometimes it's necessary.
No, it's not. You're sitting in a cell because of it. Your life over. Because of something they did, they'll never have to answer for. I can fix that. We can fix that.
is that so?
Make them accountable. I don't need Alpha Protocol anymore. It's going to be shut down, sanitized. But if selected footage reached the world about its presence, well, that might be the best for all parties.
What? So you can make new hostilities, drive up sales?
My role in this is already protected. You got my missiles back. Shahid is dead, and all your operations in Taipei, Moscow, Rome, it didn't change anything. I can give you freedom, a new lease on life, even a villa of your choosing anywhere in the world.
A villa sounds nice, but a next video part sounds just as good.